us. Yes, this is the actual time of the ordination ceremony. And it is my great privilege to be the presenting minister to present Reverend Cindy to be ordained.
My story. And right. My name is Reverend Dr. Ron Fox, and I am so honored to be here and to be the person that does the ordaining. But I asked Cindy and Peggy if I could take a time out here to tell you a story and put this in a little perspective. And it's a story about two people. One of them is Abe, who's 85 years old, independent, but he had a slight stroke, and he has to go live with his son. And Abe misses the park that he used to sit in when he lived in his other apartment. And so one Saturday morning, Abe decides to go find the park, and he becomes disoriented. And he sees a little boy named Timmy, and he asks Timmy to help him out. And Timmy says, "I'd really like to help you out, but I'm on a search for God because my parents are getting divorced, and I need to talk to God." And so Abe says to him, "Let's go to the park. Maybe God is in the park." And when they get to the park, Timmy starts to cry. And Abe takes his hands, puts them on either side of Timmy's face. And he says, "You know, Timmy, you're a really good boy. Your parents love you. It's not your fault. And it's going to work out." Timmy's mother's across the street and sees this and goes running over and says, "Who is that?" And Timmy says, "I think that was God." And his mom says, "Did he tell you that?" And Timmy says, "No, but he dried my tears, and he made me feel good. Only God can do that." When Abe goes home, his son says, "Where have you been?" And Abe says, "I've been in the park with God." And his son says, "What makes you think that?" And he said, "God sent me a little boy to make me feel useful again." And I think there's a couple of different meanings we can get from that. But for me, for tonight, one of them is God can speak through an 85-year-old man. God can speak for a young boy. And tonight, we get to witness somebody pledging that as best she can for the rest of her life, she's going to let God speak through her.
I'm prepared. Reverend Ministers of Religious Science, we present to you Reverend Cindy Shellum to be ordained into the ministry of the Centers for Spiritual Living. This is where I get to say a few things. We've already heard from Dr. John and from Ron, and I know that I can't have too many minutes, but I would like to have you look around our sanctuary this evening. Just look around. See the other people here? See the walls in the sanctuary? I want you to know without a doubt, we would not be sitting here with one another. The walls in this building would not be looking so wonderful and pristine if we're not for Reverend Cindy Shellum. Back in 2015, I had said, yes, I'll come down from Ocala once a month and help to hold something together and see what wants to happen when this building was closed to us and up for sale. We just got started with that as I retired from Ocala and 20 years of ministry there. And a couple students in the School of Ministry were also students of Reverend Cindy Shellum. And I knew Cindy from the years I taught in the School of Ministry when she was a student a few years before. And they said, you know, Cindy Shellum and her husband Paula moved to Orlando. Well, it didn't take me one day to find her number still on my phone and never call. And when she heard my voice and said, when are you meeting? And I said, well, the next time we're meeting is in the middle of December. She said, we, Paula and I will be there. And she hit the ground running that day. Things started to happen. Even though we were not yet back in the building for months after that, she was willing to pick up the role and do as much as I was doing and more because she was the minister on the ground in Orlando. She and her husband were very supportive of getting things started when we didn't even know where it was going. And so I invite you this evening as ordained Reverend Cindy Shellum for you to see the gift that she has already given to us here in Orlando. And then be a visionary and see the gifts that she has yet to give. And I invite each of you this evening to help her in every way you can, and help me too, to do the work that's before us to do. Because this is important, isn't it? Okay. Okay. So Ron, you're speaking first now. Yes.
So Peggy, are you convinced that Reverend Cindy is prepared and worthy for the office and work of an ordained minister of religious science?
We have inquired concerning Reverend Cindy and believe her to be both prepared and worthy.
This candidate has been found to be prepared and ready to receive ordination in the Centers for Spiritual Living, having now completed the required period of licentiate ministry. We are gathered here to witness a magnificent ceremony of initiation, welcoming, and transformation. Ordination is an initiation of a licensed minister into the lifelong calling of ministry. It is a welcoming on behalf of the family of ordained ministers of faith to one more into their ranks. Reverend Peggy Hostetler will now charge you with your ministerial commitment.
Reverend Cindy, I have to read this, but come where I can see you. Okay. Reverend Cindy, the ties of a minister to her ministry represent a bond that is sacred, empowering, safe, constant, and with this ceremony, everlasting. With ordination, you step into a new life of spiritual service and commitment. Ministry with its glorious moments of holy revelation and its changing moments of messy group dynamics, which we never have here, becomes your lifelong passion, your own classroom, your crucible. Today you enter into a path of no return. You become a minister for life. This union is to be undertaken with great consideration and respect for your ministry, for those people who comprise your ministry, and for yourself. Out of all the possibilities for giving your gifts to the world, you've chosen to be a minister for Centers for Spiritual Living. This is a tremendous blessing to us, and we want it to be a tremendous blessing for you. Year after year. Over the years, your ministry and you will change, but your unchanging commitment to the desires of your heart that brought you here today will ensure a life of sacred satisfaction in your ministry. Do not hold back. Give all the wisdom, the organizational skills, and all the love you have to give. Of course, love is the most important. A minister must have a breadth of heart that holds others' hearts, comforts, heals, and remains deep enough to serve your own spiritual growth. Do not be an island. Seek the help and support you need. Get your rest and take breaks. Remember, you are committed for life. And life is long. Let your thoughts be centered on the divine and seek to see the Holy One in every person you meet. I charge you, dear minister, my beloved Cindy Shellum, to teach, heal, love, minister to all, and may the peace of God be be ever in your heart. The truth of God be expressed through your words, and the light of God move through your hands and into the world that awaits the mighty gifts that you have to give.
That's beautiful. I wrote that. Reverend Cindy, the Centers for Spiritual Living has consented to this convening of this ordination service in recognition of the fact that your ministry is precious to it. This center offers you this celebration to honor your sincerity and commitment to its ever-larging dream of growth in consciousness that will lift the human spirit and heal a troubled world. You have heard the charge offered by Reverend Peggy. Are you prepared to take the vows to become a minister for life in the Centers for Spiritual Living?
I am.
Do you dedicate yourself to respond faithfully to the needs of all those who call upon you? Will you bring the very best that you are into your ministry for the love of the people you serve and for your own deepening?
I will.
So now I'll ask you to please hold your hand over your heart as a symbol of the sanctity with which you take these vows. Reverend Cindy, do you promise to love and be loyal to the teachings of science and mind and to the ministry that you serve? Do you promise to minister to all those who come to you to the best of your ability and seek to see the face of God in all people? Do you promise to maintain your own special practice or own spiritual practice so that your relationship with the Spirit is always fresh and new? And do you promise to promote harmony, peace, and right action wherever you find you are called to minister? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
And now please repeat after me. I, Reverend Cindy Shellum, commit to my ministry for my lifetime.
I, Reverend Cindy Shellum, commit to my ministry for my lifetime.
I promise to open my life to God so that I may hear what is mine to do.
I promise to open my life to God so that I may hear what is mine to do.
I promise to tenderly care for all who come to me in spiritual need.
I promise to tenderly care for all who come to me in spiritual need.
From this day forward, I will seek to make the world a place of increased love, peace, and joy.
From this day forward, I will seek to make the world a place of increased love, peace, and joy.
I will send my word forth to heal and to prosper.
I will send my word forth to heal and to prosper.
And I pray that God is fulfilled in, through, and as me.
And I pray that God is fulfilled in, through, and as me.
Beloved Reverend Cindy, because you have been found eminently qualified for ordination, and because you have made your sacred vows in front of your colleagues and friends, by the authority vested in me by the Centers for Spiritual Living, I now confer upon your ordination as a minister for spiritual living. Congratulations. The Centers for Spiritual Living has a special gift for you, which is a symbol of your newly acquired station as an ordained minister. Reverend Cindy has invited Reverend Neil Bravo, recently retired senior minister of Center for Spiritual Living, Cape Coral, to describe this gift. I came close.
Go row. Got to pick your skirts up on me.
Say,
I dare. Thank you.
stole. That we now confer on this newly ordained minister the symbol of commitment to the promises she has already made. Devotion to a life of spiritual service and a reminder that the power of the infinite one is available to all present whenever this minister wears this stole in years to come. It is a garment of spiritual power. Your ordination stole is purple and gold, though colors mean different things to different people. Among people of faith, purple is understood to be the color of devotion, mystery, peace, and nobility. Purple combines the calm stability of blue and the fierce energy of red. It is trimmed in gold, which is intimately linked with divinity. Gold symbolizes wealth used wisely, represents illumination, love, passion, and courage. The satin fabric is a reminder that your ministry, just like your life, is woven from threads of many people, events, and understandings. And it is all these many different experiences that make your life, as well as your ministry, strong and a beautiful tapestry of truth. The smooth quality of the satin reminds us that in the rough spots of our ministry, if we lean into our spiritual being, it is one of smoothness, beneath, and ever present in the midst of life's challenges. Our science mind symbol expresses the triune nature of God, which continually reveals itself in the heart of our lives, reminding us that Spirit descends into and expresses as all form, that is all sacred, and all is divine. Every time we wear the stole, we are linked with all the clergy and spiritual teachers around the globe and across the centuries. You carry upon your shoulders the form and essence of your ministry, clarity, love, and the strength of a great philosophy and a rich and fulfilling way of life. This stole is a loving blessing to you and to all you bless in your ministry.
Husband's going to put it on.
Reverend Sidney, the time has come for you to accept this symbol of spiritual power. May it be that each time you put the stole on your shoulders, for all years of your ministry, that you are strength from your spiritual worker from time immemorial, who also donned the garments of spiritual power. May you remember the love that accompanies the presentation of this stole here today. When you wear this garment, may you always enter the clarified partnership with the divine. And now is the time to bestow the stole on this blessed minister. You have chosen your husband, Paul Shellum, to bestow the stole on you. So I ask Paul to join us here.
He's right here.
Okay, I knew that.
I'll take it.